I used to have a very, very easy, comfortable life, and I kept pushing for it to get even easier, to get even more comfortable, for me to have to struggle even less. What I was doing my day was basically just play video games while sitting on a comfortable, like my comfortable couch in my room, little couch in my room, playing video games in a warm environment, having my mom just cook some meals for me every day, sleeping, watching YouTube when I wasn't playing video games, eating whatever my mom cooked. And if I got hungry throughout the day, I would just eat some Nutella with bread. And the only hard thing I had to do was going to school. Even that's already pretty hard, but still. On weekends and on summer holidays, my life was as comfortable as it could get. But still, I wish for it to get even easier. If everything I pursued in my life was to make my life even easier. When I visualized that dream life, I visualized a very easy, comfortable one, where I didn't have to do anything but play video games and eat. At that time, I didn't realize the concept of hard times create strong men and good, easy times create weak men. When I was young, I used to confuse happiness with comfort, happiness with stimulation, happiness with fun. I used to think if I want to be happy, I need to make my life as easy, comfortable as possible. And that's why I thought I should pursue video games. I should try to become a professional esport player because it's so easy, it's so fun for me, so stimulating for me, but it can make me literally a millionaire if I become one of the best in the world. Not realizing how much weaker I was becoming over time. I was already weak as a kid, but I was just becoming weaker, weaker, and weaker and weaker as a teen. I was becoming weaker as a teen than I was when I was like at 14 years old. I would definitely say that I was weaker and less athletic than when I was 11 years old. Because when I was 11 years old, I was hungry. I just came back to Germany with my family from Cameroon. We had struggled a lot, and I wanted to become a professional football player. And I was training a lot. I would do push-ups at home, I would do squats, I would do sit-ups every single day. I would go outside when I had free time and I would train up to 8 hours of football. And at that time, I was way stronger mentally than I was at 14 years old. At 14 years old, I was just a weak, lazy dumbass. Because I put myself through good times for long enough. When I was 11 years old, I was hungry and I wanted to make a change. I wanted to get my family out of the trenches. I wanted to become that super good football player that could buy my family anything they wanted. But over time, I realized, yeah, I could kind of relax. Becoming a professional football player is not that cool. And why not become a professional esport player? So I became an ungrateful, lazy little brat. Hard times really do create strong men. And I've only realized it again as I've been putting myself more and more through hard times recently. How much stronger I've become, not only physically, but also mentally. My discipline, my resilience, my courage. Even when I'm faced with the challenges of life. I'm not some professional, but I'm way more calm when I face hard times in real life because I'm consistently putting myself through hard times in my own life, in my daily routine. My daily routine is designed to put myself through as much hard times as possible. And it's just like torture. Those are just activities that I like, but I make them hard enough. I wake up at 4 a.m. and I take cold showers. That's how to record, working on videos and recording them before the sun even rises, even though it's just 4:55 a.m. right now. And I'm already recording videos. Then I'm gonna have a pretty hard workout after that. But I'll really look forward to our workout today. But still gonna be hard. You're gonna be doing this right now, it's not easy. I'm putting myself through hard times. And I'm fasted. I'm not eating anything. And today I'm gonna try to fast until about 5 p.m. for one of the, it's not the first time in my life, but one of the first times. I haven't fasted for this long often in my whole life. I'm voluntarily putting myself through hard times, not just because I want the real life result. Of course, I also want the real life results. I want to grow my business. I want to build more muscle, become more athletic. I want to get the health benefits of cold showers. I want to get the health and mental benefits of fasting. But I also want to become like a stronger man inside here. Here, I want to grow. I want to become stronger. I want to be able to face any challenges life throws at me. So I have a question for you. How often are you preparing for the challenges life will throw at you? Because life there will definitely throw some hard challenges at you. The hardest challenges you've ever faced will come from life. So how often are you preparing for it, or are you even preparing for it at all? Are you even considering this thought, or are you just avoiding it? How often are you doing it? Are you training every day? Some hard training? Because it's even been scientifically proven that when you do things like cold showers, training, things that are hard and uncomfortable, it does create a similar response in your body, like stress when you're stressed in your real life when something happens. But it's more in a controlled way, and it makes it so that your body gets better at reacting at stressful situations. When you often put yourself through cold showers, the things that are shocking to your body, that are kind of scary, uncomfortable, cold showers, training hard. I've learned this from Andrew Huberman. It puts your body in a similar state than it would be in like a stressful situation in real life, like a confrontation or something like that. And it trains you over time at reacting to a situation in a better way. You should not lose control over your breath. To keep breathing calmly when you do it for long enough. You should not be as shocked when it happens. So it's literally scientifically proven that when you put yourself to those hard activities in your day-to-day life, you'll become better at reacting to those hard, difficult activities in your real life when they do come. So how often are you actually preparing for those hard times? Because they're going to come eventually. And you've already experienced them. And it destroyed you last time. So are you going to let it destroy you again next time? If you want to truly be prepared for life, voluntarily put yourself through hard times. As a man, you can't grow. You can't truly grow by chasing comfort, chasing an easy life. That's not how you grow. You grow through discomfort, through hard activities. That's why things like training or martial arts, things like that, they truly hit our core. Because we know how difficult it is, how uncomfortable it is. And we like that feeling of kind of sacrificing that comfort, sacrificing ourselves to reach a certain level of freedom through winning that fight against our opponents, or scoring a goal in a football game. I'm not understand that concept perfectly. I've learned this from the World Superior Man, but we like that feeling of bursting through a constraint in a way to freedom. as a man, your core, I at least think that most of us, at our core, we seriously love hard work. We seriously love to challenge ourselves. So you're doing yourself a big disservice when you keep removing all the things that are hard and uncomfortable from your life and just putting all those easy and comfortable, stimulating things in your life. You're doing yourself a big discomfort because you're living a natural life. A life off center, not living to your potential. Because right now you may be in easy times, you may be in good times. Maybe right now so many good things are happening in your life, and that's great. Maybe right now you have experiencing so many great things. Maybe you found a girlfriend, or you found a wife, or you're becoming a father in the future, and you're so happy right now. So many good things, or you've seen some great success recently. So many good things happening in your life, and that's great. But a true warrior sharpens his sword even in good times because he doesn't know how long they will last. You're going through good times and that's amazing. But for how long? Like, how long will it last actually? How long will it stay in those good times? Because life can flip around very fast. And you need to be prepared for that. You need to especially sharpen your sword. You need to sharpen your sword even more when good times come, because that cycle will keep going. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. If you're currently in a good time cycle, if you're currently in that comfortable cycle, if right now your life is pretty, like, in of itself, you don't really face any challenges, anything hard, then you need to, like, you need to simulate those challenges with yourself. Even when you're going through hard times, you need to also do it. But just in general, especially when you're going through good times, you need to voluntarily put yourself through hard times if you don't want to become a weak man. Because when you become a weak man, you will create even more bad times, like horrible times. That's when you're gonna seriously mess up and experience something in your life that's just horrible. So if you want to be able to bounce back from hard times and just navigate them easily, stay strong as a man. And to stay strong as a man, keep putting yourself through hard times. Sharpen your sword until the day you die. So yeah, I hope you got value from this video. If you're interested in my discipline program, then click the first thing in the description so you can see if you're a good fit for it. Don't run from discomfort, chase it.